No, I'm not a writer.
Okay.
Hey guys, this is Sacred Seconds and I'm Jamie Amarine, and today I want to talk to you about this fallacy that I clung to for years. I actually wasn't set free from it until I wrote my book, Stolen Jesus, which I'll put a link for my book in the notes. Did any of you, this is, you can say, I did, have the pastor or the Bible teacher that told you that when you die and you get to heaven, there'll be a video recording that everybody sits and watches of your sin? Yeah. I had two pastors like that. And I actually watched a video in one of my youth groups when I was like in the 7th or 8th grade where they talked about how when you got to heaven that everybody was going to sit down and watch this reel of everything that you'd done wrong. And I remember being utterly horrified. For one thing, I think I'd just stolen a pack of gum. And for another thing, I think I'd just kissed a boy for the first time. And I just remember thinking that was going to be humiliating. Like there was other stuff too, but that all of our sins were going to be played out for everybody to watch. And it was going to be this humiliating thing. And I was driven by that for the majority of my life, thinking that that he was saving those things up, that God was up there just like with this filing cabinet, adding and adding and adding and adding things to it that I'd done wrong, and it was going to be humiliating. Never really occurred to me that if he was going to do that, I think one of the teachers said it was a VCR tape. And I mean, if he's God, didn't he know there was going to be like Blu-ray and then digital? So why a VCR tape? But aside from that, it's not true. If Psalms 103:12 says, as far as the east is from the west, so has he remembered our transgressions. As far as the east is from the west. So if he's up there keeping a tally, then that goes against what he says in the word. As far as the east is from the west, he forgives those things that we ask him to forget. And then if you take it to the next step, not even the fact that it was total folly that it wouldn't be digitized or on Amazon, what about our kids? Like, if you had a last meeting with your child, what would you want to go over? Would you want to go over their greatness or their folly? I mean, what parent in the world would want to sit and go over every single transgression of their child if that was the end of them? It literally makes no sense. He's our Father in heaven. He calls himself that for a reason, and he died for us so that we could be forgiven and be with him. And he's for us and he's with us. And I just want to encourage you in this. There's no VHS tape, no beta, no DVD, no Blu-ray, no digital. You can't order up all the sins of Jamie Amarine on Amazon or Netflix. Those things are forgotten, and they're as far as the east is from the west. God sees only my righteousness because I was made righteous when I took on the belief in his son's death and resurrection. This is important stuff, guys. It's separating us from the truth of who we are in Jesus Christ. He's being stolen from us when we believe that he's something he's not. That's the stealing of Jesus. That's taking away from him. If I were to get on here every time that I talked to you and I told you these things, and then every night I went out and sold myself on the streets to earn money as a prostitute, those things are complete contradictions in what I say I am and what I'm doing. And I'm not doing that for the record, but he's not a contradiction. He's exactly who he says he is. He's consistent and he's good and he loves you. He loves me, and we walk in his favor. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe here. I've got more videos coming and I'm looking forward to it. Thanks, guys.
No, I'm not a writer.
Okay.